What's the weirdest thing your son or daughter's friend did when they stayed over? 1. My son's friend, a 17-year-old boy named Kim, was always the proper and well-mannered type, to such an extent that it made him seem strange. One Saturday night, I arrived home from an outing, and the first thing I see when I walk in the door is Kim wearing a Scooby-Doo costume that was 3 sizes too small. He was crawling around my living room on his hands and knees while trying to speak like Scooby. He then saw me and tried to play it off, but I soon learned that Kim, my son, and the other friends were all on something. What I witnessed, I had to be sure that I wasn't the one hallucinating. 2. My 9-year-old daughter had a sleepover, and her friend kept calling me daddy over and over. It was pretty weird. Also, her parents didn't respond to my calls the next day until about 6 p.m., which I thought was a little weird too. I ended up taking the 2 of them swimming, and the girl kept saying, "Daddy, look at this." When I brought her back, she left her soaking wet towel right on my dad's leather chair, which left this stain of towel fuzz that I couldn't get off. My dad went crazy when he came home and found his chair ruined. 3. This happened when I was a child myself, but it was a friend of my younger sister who was staying over at the time. She was a girl from a few houses down and stayed over on Friday nights every so often. This girl seemed normal enough, not a screamer, crier, or smelly at all, so you can imagine my surprise waking up on Saturday morning to find her ambling out of the crawl space in the basement, wiping crumbs from her mouth. She ran off to my sister's room without a word. I later found an empty bread bag in the crawl space and a loaf missing from the deep freeze in the basement. 4. No kids, but my cousin had a friend stay over. My cousin is 21.